Void Mage Gamer is now partnered with Flipside Gaming. So you can use the promo code on their website, all caps, Void Mage, to get 10% off all orders $10 or more. It's a great way that you can support both Flipside Gaming and Void Mage Gamer's channel. Hello guys, looks like we're going to be doing some gameplay. It's what I've always wanted to do for my patrons. It's really what I want to do with my channel. For the longest time I've been doing things like top 10 videos, deck tech videos, and I think it would just be interesting for me if I started something new with my channel. And Magic the Gathering Arena is probably the best place to do that. It has nothing to do with Commander. We're not going to be playing any Commander games on here. I don't even think you can do that. There's a singleton, I guess a singleton format on Arena itself. This is taking a while here, preparing assets. But as far as I can tell with the week that I've been playing this game so far, there isn't really anything having to do with Commander or even Brawl for that matter. Which is a bit surprising to me because you would think they wouldn't promote their own format that they kind of created here. Okay, so this is basically the setup, the home screen for Magic Arena. You get some rewards here. You get packs, gold. The quests are kind of an earlier thing that you have to go through. You have Sealed Guilds of Ravnica, which I did that. You actually got cards from your pre-release packs in real life that you were able to redeem, and you could do one of these for free. But for this, you have to pay some money to actually do that. And you don't actually have to pay any real money to play this game. It's just a lot harder if you don't. Not certain if there's an algorithm against you if you don't spend money on this game, but I wouldn't be surprised if there is one. Because I do tend to play a lot of the same opponents over and over again. Or not just the same opponents, but you know what I mean, the same decks. So I'm just going to show you some of the things that we have here. I'm going to try to get right on into the gameplay here so I don't waste too much time. But you see, there's a whole bunch of decks to choose from. A lot of these are pre-constructed. And I have edited this one, which is my mono blue deck. Oh, these are cool too. You get the wild cards. So if you don't open any cards, you can redeem them as a copy of whatever mythic, rare, uncommon, common that you happen to need. But this deck in particular is really janky. A lot of bounce effects, no counter spells, but it's just going to use this card, Psychic Corrosion. Whenever you draw a card, each opponent's going to mill the top two cards, and we have a ton of things that are going to allow us to draw cards and just control the board state. So yeah, a bunch of card draw. We're just going to get right on into the gameplay here. It runs pretty smoothly. I'm not going to complain too much about it. Could be a lot better. Sometimes it kicks me out after I finish a game. But that happens every now and then. It's not a every time thing. And a lot of the stuff is kind of user error, I guess. People not knowing what to approve. You know, because they check you pretty much whenever there's priority. They'll pass it and then you have to accept it or allow it, and a lot of people just don't get the hang of it and they end up wasting a lot of time. Yeah, I think I'm going to keep this hand. There's no actual in-game audio. I apologize for that, but I will figure it out here soon. Yeah, we don't really have anything to do earlier on here, but we do have some decent control spells. We got a steal effect. I don't know what deck we're going up against yet. Okay. Guess this is red-black aggro. Or not red-black aggro, but maybe aristocrats. Some people edit their decks, so it's a little bit hard to interpret what they're playing. And are you going to attack? Probably. Okay. I'm fine with that. I don't really care about a 1-1. Oh, now that is actually pretty good. Probably going to have to bounce that back. I don't want you to draw cards and have a skeleton that can keep coming back. So I'm at least going to delay you a turn. You can have that next turn, buddy. Yeah, that Archaeologist is pretty good. Activated ability. 5 mana, we can draw 2 cards, which once we do have the Psychic Corrosions out, That is quite relevant. Sift isn't too bad either, but we want to get a creature out there just in case if this is aggro, we might be screwed. So I'll pass. And the skeleton, current board state, I'm fine taking another damage if I have to. Yep, Midnight Reaper again. And you're stuck on 3 lands, which is good. And I'll play another creature. Play this one. Draw me a card. Get a blocker out there. Even up the board state a bit. Oh, good. We get another one in our hand. Oh, another skeleton. That's funny. No attacks. Oh, wow. Yes, we finally get our first Psychic Corrosion, which is nice. We don't really have to do anything. We don't care about dealing damage, but we do care about getting a blocker out here, so we'll do that. Good old 3 toughness blocker that does tap for mana for our instants and sorceries, and he quits. Alrighty. So we get a victory there. I am bronze tier 2. It has gone down a bit just because the variety of opponents that you go up against. Played a lot of Surveil decks, and that's just a pain to have to go up against. So yeah, let's just run it again. Let's play it. See what we go up against next. But yeah, usually these waiting times aren't too terribly long. I think the longest it usually is like 15 seconds. But most of the time it's under 10 for me. And that's fine. I don't want to wait too long. This hand isn't terrible. We do have a blocker, so if we are going up against aggro, we at least have something to do turn 4. Yeah, aggro pretty much just destroys our deck. Because we have nothing but bounce effects, and aggro decks don't really care about that. Oh, great, yeah. Probably the worst deck to go up against for this one. It is pretty much blue-green aggro. And you're going to see the same 3 cards. You see the champion, see it, yeah, the unblockable Merfolk, and then you have the Merfolk Lord, which is going to give them +1/+1. And then after I'm done my turn 3, you're going to be able to swing at me with like 6 or 7, which is going to be crazy. Yeah, there's no point in really bouncing it back now. Could gain control of something. No, I'll pass. What do you got? Yeah, and that card too. Yeah, you basically have a cantrip on a Merfolk. It's going to trigger those other 2. That is just insanely good right now in Arena. Doesn't really matter that one of them's unblockable. I don't really play that many creatures anyway. And there you go. There's your Lord. They're going to get an insane amount of power. And I should probably bounce one of them back. And only take 3. It's not the worst thing in the world, but it could have been a lot better. You know what? Let's just gain control of their Lord. Save some power. And we get a blocker. So now you have to trade at least, right? Unless you have another Lord. Come on, what are you going to do? Of course. Gosh, this deck is too good. They have nothing but utility. They can draw into pretty much anything they want. And they have like the same 3 creatures, 3 or 4 creatures right there. Plus the unblockable one, which you're always going to have to run into. Oh, wow, and you get another one, which gives more counters. Yeah, that's fun. Yeah, I'm going to take 9 and probably lose because I don't really have anything. Yeah, I'll just play a creature, I guess. Not enough. Even if I do water not. No. Yeah, I'm done. There's the Psychic Corrosion a little bit too late, but I don't even think it would have mattered then. It's just way too good. On to the next one, I guess. Had to skip over the previous match because it was a little too short and I didn't want to waste your guys' time. So this one, we're just going to play it out here. This hand is okay. It's nothing but control. Just bounce effects, and we have a switcheroo. So if we do get a cheap creature, we're in luck. Oh boy. Yeah, that's not very good to have to go up against. We should just bounce it back. Let's just bounce back the token. We have nothing but bounce effects in our hand, and you don't get that token back. Yeah, I have a feeling this is either a vampire deck or a life gain deck of some sort, which isn't really that big of a deal. If it's more mid-range, we're fine. I don't care how much life you gain. It really doesn't matter to me. I just want to mill you out. All right. We'll pass. That way we can, oh. Yeah, I don't really care too much about bouncing creatures back and worrying about them gaining more life. Yeah, we'll just draw a card off of this. Jumpstart cards are really good too. Because then, oh wow, we get another one. Yep. Because they're basically, 2-time uses for 2 mana. And you get to draw a card instant speed, which I think is pretty decent. What do we do? I don't want to just gain control of it. I can't. Yeah, we'll just draw a card. We'll discard that. I mean, that's 5 mana. Ooh. Didn't really get much else, so I'll just save the mana for a disperse if we need it. Yeah. Rather you not have that, so I'll disperse that instead. Again, delaying them a turn. Hopefully I'll have enough time to get rid of all that before I end up losing too much. But we'll just play this guy here. He's a good blocker. What do they got going on here? Yeah, this deck I'm much more prepared to deal with. You got removal. Ooh, yes you do, but I think I'm just gonna bounce it back to my hand. Yeah, a good creature like this can't really pass it up. Even if it means I lose another 3 life. Okay. There we go. We get another land finally. Yep, our Jin only gets bigger. More lands that we get. And I think we should be fine here. We don't really care about them gaining too much life. They can't really get over our Jin yet. And they're going to get some more tokens. They're going to gain a ton of life, but we don't care. And again, you're going to have to approve every single one of these. You're going to have to hit resolve. Because if you do have responses, you technically you're prompted for the ability to do something like this. Instant speed, you could technically respond to a trigger. which I do like it. It's very thorough. You don't really have too many errors as far as that goes. And we get our first psychic corrosion. We're just gonna divination, force you to mill 6. Or just 4. Yeah, I can count. Yeah, I think they're just going to try to gain as much life for whatever reason. They're going to try to trigger their one enchantment there. Yep, and it's going to flip. And then they're going to have a constant little engine, the Legion's Landing. They're going to get that. Yeah, I'll just block one of the tokens. I don't really care about the others. I have enough life where if I get another creature out there... Oh, wow, they got another one of those? Okay. I don't know how much good that does because once it flips into the land, you have to get rid of one of them because they are legendary. And we're starting to worry a little bit, but we do have our little gain control of your creature card here. And we're going to gain control of that Leonin so that we can get some life of our own. And we're not going to attack because we don't really care about attacking. And they're probably going to make a token. Come on. You don't really have too much to do here, guy. Come on, figure it out. You have really only one thing that you can do on an ability, and you're going to have to figure out what you want to do as far as attacks go. Yeah, you're going to flip this one. That way you have another usage, get another token. Okay, that's fine. I'll block 2. That way I can actually attack with my Leonin and not worry about the Leonin dying. Yeah, gain another life. That's fine. I don't care about dealing damage to you. We didn't really get anything else. You know what? I'm just going to water knot your bishop or your cleric. All right. Yep, I'm just going to attack with the Leonin just to gain life, and that's it. Because late game, I don't want to have to worry about any sort of out of nowhere vampire entering the battlefield, killing me, or anything crazy like that. What do they got? Oh, that's great. Wow. Yeah, I mean, it's not too bad because there's no abilities. It's just an insane amount of power and toughness you can get on an Ajani's Pridemate. But there's a lot of triggers here for life gain, and I don't want to have to deal with this for too long, so I hope I'm able to mill them out here soon. And another island is not what I needed. I was thinking about attacking just to get some more life linkers, but that wouldn't really do me any justice because I need something else to block. I don't want to have to just give up my Jin. Oh no. Lifelink vampires. Yeah, you're just going to attack with 1. Okay, that's fine. Probably should have attacked with the Pridemate too, so I would have to block one of them. I'd have to give up the Leonin. Or I'd probably give up the Jin just to kill the Pridemate. So that was a misplay on their part. I get to draw a card to get another blocker. That's amazing. Get more power from my Jin. So it's really just a race between them trying to get their Pridemate strong enough to where, or tough enough to where my Jin can't kill it. Which I don't think they're going to be able to do that. I mean, unless I just draw nothing but lands for the rest of this game. Yeah, you're just going to make another one, get another life gain trigger. I mean, that is the benefit to playing on an actual game like Arena versus in paper. You don't really miss triggers. Oh boy, there we go. This is a card that we needed. River's Rebuke, we're going to slow them down considerably. But they do get their removal card back in their hand. That's the only bad thing. At least I can gain some life here off the Leonin. Yeah, maybe that was a misplay on my part because then they can just get rid of the Psychic Corrosion. Or the Djinn, which one they care about. Yep. That's the right first play. That's the right second play. You do have that other Cleric. Oh, wow. Yeah, I'm feeling a little bit less comfortable now. So now they can easily just get Angels. Hey, I gotta hurry up here and get some sort of win con. Get more life gain triggers. I don't really care about the Pride Mate anymore. I can block that guy all day. The Angels, wow. And I don't think they can do anything else, so I don't know why they're waiting. Oh, they have the thing. Yeah, they have the removal. Wow, forgot about that. They're going after the Corrosion. Okay. So they don't really care about my Djinn anymore. So now my win con is exiled. We do get a decent draw spell. Two of them? Wow. That is just bad luck on their part. So now I get two of these out. And I get a jump start for next turn. And I don't really care about the Angel that much anymore because they don't have too many cards left in their library. I have two of these out, which means every single card I draw, they're going to be milling 4 cards. And this card, the jump start I have in my hand, is going to allow me to pretty much draw 2 cards. I have a ton of mana, 11. At some point, they're probably going to have to just swing all out. Pump the Angel up. They have plenty of mana to do that. That would probably be the smartest thing for them to do right now, is to just pump up their Angel. And then swing with both of their Angels. I'm at 15 life. So I may not be as willing to give up my Djinn. I don't know if they're going to do that, though. And that's another thing. The only other problem I have is people taking too long and the timer just isn't quick enough. Oh, wow, they're only going to attack with 2 of them. Okay, I'll chump that with a lifelinker. And I'll just take the other 4. Alright, not too bad. Mill another 4, sir. I'm going to leave this island in my hands so that I have something to discard for the jump start. That way I can draw another card this turn. So we're going to force them to mill. Oh my gosh, another one. Wow. Yeah, I mean, if I lose this game, it's going to be really sad. Psychic Corrosion times 3. Deal with that. We're going to play this at least once. I don't know why they're looking at their lands for responses. They don't have any. So that should be 6 cards milling now. And I think I'll just hold on to this. Yeah, I don't think there's anything they can do. Because I draw a card, I bounce whatever creature's the most problematic. They end up getting milled another 6. And they won't have enough cards in their library by the time it's my turn. This has been a pretty good game. This is the longest game we've had here so far. I know I've only played like 3 of them. Yep, That's why Johnny's Primate is not that good. I mean, he's good in theory if you can give him equipments or enchantments. But a massive creature just doesn't really do anything when I have a 1/1 with lifelink. And gaining a ton of life isn't always the best strategy because you can lose in other ways. So whatever they decide to do, I don't really think it's going to help them. Even if they were to swing out, I have enough blockers. Keep gaining that life. It is pretty much trivial at this point. Not saying it wasn't trivial earlier in the game, but still, it hasn't really seemed to help them out. And their Resplendent Angel, okay, you can exile it. I don't think it's going to matter. Yeah, you got your removal way too late in this game, bud. Get your Pridemate swollen. I don't care. Come on. Just attack. Got a 1,000,001 life triggers, I know, but now it's time to just swing with everything. What? You're not swinging with everything? Wow. I mean, you must have an illusion that there is plenty of time in this game here. There is certainly not enough time. And I don't really care about taking 3 in the air. I'm just going to bounce it back to your hand, draw a card. That, of course, is going to be off the kicker here. After they finish with everything they're doing. All right, you got more life gain triggers that I don't care about. It doesn't really matter. It's the most annoying thing about a Johnny's Pridemate in this game in particular is that there's a million triggers. Yeah, I'm just going to bounce anything. It doesn't matter at this point. I just want to draw a card and mill you 6 more. There you go. And I don't think this one does it. Well, it might. I think my upkeep draw actually does. Or not. Untap, upkeep, draw. That's what it is. Yep, I just passed the turn at this point, and you lost. That was a pretty good game, though. Wasn't always certain of the outcome, but yeah, once I got those 3 corrosions out there, it's pretty much over. But I do want to thank you guys for watching this video. I'll try to get some more gameplay out there for you in the future. Let me know what you think about this deck. Let me know what you think about it. Void here signing off. See you all next video.